Welcome back. I am your hostess, Nikita, and this is Tea from the Top. Today we're talking about Love is Blind, Season 9, Episodes 2 through 5. I'm going to run through these a bit quicker than I did with Episode 1 since we still have 6 more to go, plus the reunion, and I don't want to put you all through 11 more videos. So after Episode 1, I'm actually really looking forward to watching these couples. We ended off last at the reveal between Aline and Anton. She says she looked at the clock at 5:55, just 5 minutes before she was about to wake up. Did she really? Is this a sign? What do y'all think? Are they meant to be? Drop it in the comments and let me know.
You're so beautiful. She's fucking stunning.
So next we see Edmond in the men's quarters and he is kissing the floor. Why? Just why? There's so much I want to say, but also I have no words.
Ed, how could you doing? Wow. Dang, it feels good kissing something right now too, bro. I ain't kissed nothing in so long.
When it comes to Edmond, I truly feel safe.
Really?
Immediately, I'm turned off yet again by Kacie as she pushes Patrick into telling his ethnicity when he was clearly hesitant. This moment was just so uncomfortable and cringe, and he seemed pressured into revealing his ethnicity when the experiment is supposed to be fully blind anyway.
So you remember I told you that like my parents aren't from America, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I was younger, I mean that was like an insecurity of mine,
Okay.
just not being like accepted for like my ethnicity.
Mm-hmm. And you don't want to share with me?
I don't mind sharing with you.
Okay.
Do you think I should share it with you?
Yeah, I think you should.
Like my ethnicity?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well.
Or where are your parents from?
Yeah. Let me think this through for a second.
Okay. I am wondering why you're so hesitant.
About it?
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want to like be judged for it, you know? Have you ever dated an Asian guy before?
No, I haven't. What? I'm just being honest.
Of course, she followed it up with this fake acceptance, telling him that it changed nothing and that her family's super accepting. One of her brother's wives is half black and the other brother only dates Asian women. She's obviously just going to say what she needs to so that, number one, she doesn't look bad, and number two, she can move on to the honeymoon and stay on TV. We'll see how this plays out, but I really wanted to see him with Anna. They're, to me, like this season's version of Deepti and Shake. If you know, you know. So episode 3 starts off with some dates that are not really worth mentioning, honestly, and we finally get to the reveal between Madison and Joe. He's obviously not attracted to her. He called her that. And just kept saying this is not what he expected at all.
Hello.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
I was not expecting this. This is a pleasant surprise. I can't even place a voice. I mean, like,
You
not yet.
can't?
I don't know.
Really?
You look gorgeous.
Thank you.
This is so wild.
How do you feel?
I don't know. I don't know. Whoa. Wow, I was not expecting that. It just didn't even look like the person I've been talking to, like, in my mind. This is wild. I couldn't place the voice. The voice sounded different at first. Whoa, dude. Whoa.
Hi.
This is not what I was expecting. Oh my God.
What were you expecting?
I don't know. I just had some. I mean, but it was like, this is a surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. When I say Madison, that's now connected to that, to her.
It was definitely a little shady, but also funny when they showed these candy wrappers on the ground next to Kait, who's the nutritionist. In her date with Nick, they both say that they feel super confident about their connection, and he tells her that he loves her. I wrote in my notes, Asian disappointment. Now hold on, calm down before y'all cancel me. I didn't mean it maliciously. But I was really rooting for Asian love this season, especially since Asians have been largely unrepresented on this show. but I feel like Anna and Patrick are both reverting to their old ways and defaulting to their usual types, which I don't understand. If Patrick is used to dating white girls but has always been insecure about his ethnicity around them, hearing them say things like, "You're cute for an Asian guy," wouldn't he want to date someone that looks like him, has the same or more similar culture, and likely a greater appreciation for his physical traits? Or is he maybe afraid that Asian women will reject him and instead go for a white man, and that pain might be even greater?
We know physically we're not each other's type, typically. Typically, if I knew that some guy was Asian, like, I would eliminate them.
It's interesting to think about how colonialism has impacted so many cultures from a psychological aspect. I am cackling at KV and Edmond's conversation over balloon head babies.
What if I'm chunky, though? What if I used to be an athlete and I'm chunky? Are you going to love me for the inside?
I still be holding them chunks.
What if I'm 4'2", I wear a size 11, and my head look like a balloon? You gonna still love me?
Oh, yeah, no, sorry. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That mean that we gonna have balloon head babies.
I mean, that means they got a good head on their shoulders.
She's ensuring that he will be attracted to her no matter what. But is he concerned about her attraction to him? Nonetheless, she reads a heartfelt poem and he ends up proposing and she says yes. We then find out that Anna has left the experiment. And I think it is so rude that she didn't even say goodbye or leave a letter for either of her connections. Now, we've seen people leave this experiment, but they will at least say goodbye first, or leave a letter, or pass along a message with production. She just dipped. Now, do you all think she was genuine with Patrick and she was just overwhelmed? Or do you maybe think that she liked Blake better? Or neither? Let me know in the comments. I personally don't think she was as into Patrick as she appeared to be. I think it was just that sauce in them gold goblets that had her feeling all warm and fuzzy with him. But when she woke up in the morning sober, I think it hit her that this ain't what she want. It's crazy how Blake was given a heads up. The courtesy of a heads up before he even went into the pod date. Meanwhile, Patrick's sitting here in the pod saying, "Hello, hello." And even after he asked production, they didn't tell him. That is so effed up. And it doesn't feel like equality. Patrick, however, is a bit delusional in the men's lounge. Mike starts to express some concerns about Kacie, and right when he's about to say what those concerns are, Patrick cuts him off saying he doesn't want to talk about it. Then he proceeds to talk about how Kacie is really feeling him and he's so sure of it. He really just doesn't want to leave without someone. Now, for the black couple reveal. I squealed before the cliffhanger. Side note, why didn't we get to see any of the other black people in this experiment? I already mentioned last episode that we didn't get to see Michael, the 41-year-old. That kind of reminded me of Brent from a previous season. Or, not Brent, Brett. Brett and Tiffany. We didn't get to see Dio, the black guy with the British accent. We didn't get to see any of the other black girls. I remember China, and I think there was Kaylin. Anyway, disappointing. So moving on to episode 4, we get to the reveal with Calabria and Edmond. I got a bit nervous when Calabria said, "I hope we're both blown away." I was like, oh shit.
No, I'm probably not the cutest, but I got good personality and I'm in shape.
But then she sees him and she says he looks handsome, and I'm smiling ear to ear, period.
Dang.
Okay, stop.
Calabria. Calabria.
Oh my gosh, you are so handsome.
I'm.
So different.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
And I laughed so hard during the scene. There were just so many back-to-back silly moments that just took me out.
Oh, wait a second. Did you put KB on your...
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You are so funny.
I'm like feeling definitely every. I'm about to cry with a boner. Like emotional tears. Yeah,
You ain't gonna run if you run with your knees up.
Oh, I got you for you.
Honey.
No, you're funny as hell.
Next, we see Nick and Kait. She talks about how her faith in God was questioned after her mom passed, and she and her brother wondered how God could let something like this happen. She knows she can instead look at the silver lining and say it made her stronger, but it's something she struggles with. He says he respects her for opening up about it. We then see Nick and Annie, and I'm sorry, but you cannot convince me or Nick's mom that Nick isn't gay. I thought it when he said to Annie, "You won't find any texts from girls in my phone, just weird conversations with the bros about our dicks, like which way it's curved today." I said, huh? Then he said his mom basically asked if he was gay, I guess when he was younger, and he said, "Oh my God, no." Now watch Storytime with Ricky come out with something in a couple weeks.
So she comes down and is like, "Nick, I want to talk to you about something." I'm like, okay, knock on the door, like boundaries. I'm like, come in. And she's like, "Do you ever feel like," I'm like, "Mom, are you asking me if I'm gay?" And she's like, looked at me and I'm like, oh my gosh, no. I felt embarrassed for like weeks afterwards. I feel like I had to bring a girl home and like, smooch her right in front of them just to be like, hey, look, I'm straight.
His mom knows. Mothers know. We then get to Brenden and Annie. And apparently he's not love bombing her enough or remembering what car she drives, so she's crying. She says, "Don't make me say I love you first or make me propose first. Just out here trying to get engaged to my husband." I'm sorry, what? I hate to say it, but it was giving thirsty, pick me. Then we get to Patrick and Kacie. Kacie tells Patrick that her boyfriend basically encouraged her to do this show and a previous show. Patrick's like, "And you didn't leave him?" This girl just keeps getting better and better. And for the third time now, I'm about to be really disgusted with Kacie. She completely deflects and decides to instead tempt Patrick with sexual talk now, switching the topic to her landing strip, saying it would literally take one pull to remove it if you want me to. He then refers to himself as a baby seal. So awkward. You can tell Patrick is getting turned on as he starts to shift in his seat and put his hand near his crotch, almost as an instinct, and then he remembers he's on TV. She then tells him, "I'm gonna want to sit on you." Damn, girl. And his horny ass is like, "What else?"
"I'll kiss you from your neck all the way down. And then I'll probably put my mouth all over you. And then I don't know how long I can do that for before I'm just gonna want to sit on you."
What else?
"And then I am gonna go crazy on you, I think. I want you." "And I want to fuck you."
See, this is why he's going for her. Well, obviously, aside from Anna leaving. She's giving him this wild, nasty energy, trying to give him a clear picture of what he'll get in person if he picks her. And although he was leaning towards love with Anna, I think he's perfectly happy to pivot now to lust, into the promise of actually what he probably feels is verbal and physical affirmation of her desire for him and attraction to him, which we know is big for him. Patrick then proposes to Kacie, and she says yes. And now we're on to episode 5. It begins with Brenden basically trying to convince Annie to pick him, but it's too little too late. She wanted him to fight for her. He goes back into the men's lounge and gets a bit emotional, and the men try to console him. We then see Mike and Sparkle Megan. Mike tells her that she's what he wants, and she basically tells him that she doesn't want him to just be checking off the boxes, but she wants him to actually feel it. Then he starts to flip the script on her and says he's putting his shoes on and cutting her off because he wants her to want him now. This man is playing games and trying not to be completely vulnerable by putting himself out there all the way, despite the fact that she has another connection. I'm over it. We then get to Nick and Annie, and Nick proposes to Annie. She says yes, and back in the men's lounge, no one claps for him at all. It's a really somber mood.
We're getting married.
Then Edmond the empath begins crying for Brenden, saying it hurts to see him like this.
Yo, I hate seeing this from you like this, bro. I can't even, I'm afraid to look at you, Kev. I see you, I'm going to like, I've been trying to get even look at you, bro, because it hurt. He didn't even look at you. I haven't done this to no, bro. I just hate seeing this. I hate seeing you go through this, bro. It just hurt to look at you. I don't know what I can do, but I see you, I just want to cry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It's fine, dude.
Next, we get to the reveal between Patrick and Kacie. They hug and kiss, and it seems to go well initially, but then it seems awkward afterwards. Patrick randomly says, "Let's check out the scenery," and turns away from the camera, and I can only suspect he has a boner.
Oh, shit.
I don't know. Where do you want to go?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's just check out. Let's just stand up for a second.
Okay.
Let's just check out the seat real quick. Okay, here, ladies first. Whew.
He then says he basically guessed that Kacie's hair would be this color. Well, highlights or balayage, he says. And I was cracking up because how do you know balayage? I thought it was so cute, but of course, I don't think she's attracted to him, so she just kind of was like, no, regular highlights.
Honestly, they didn't ask me what your hair color was, but honestly, this is what I was gonna guess it was.
Yeah.
I was gonna guess it was like a highlight.
Yeah.
Like a balayage or like a highlight.
Just a highlight.
Yeah, just a highlight. Yeah.
But Patrick is geeked and he thinks she's beautiful. Meanwhile, she seems more interested in her ring. We then get to Mike and Meg, and he writes her a letter about how he's excited for their future, and she says something in her gut is saying this isn't right. Then she gets engaged to Jordan instead. Now we get to the reveal between Annie and Nick. Seems to go well. Well enough.
Annie,
Hi.
how are you? Amazing, you know that?
I'm so happy.
And then speeding through this, the reveal between Meg and Jordan. It went well. They're both pleased. He said he wrote in his notebook that she probably has a wagon or a dumpy. Okay. She proceeds to shake something and says she got a wagon. Now, I wouldn't say all that, but she does have a little bit of cheekage for a petite white girl. Wagon is pushing it, though. By the end of this, I am fully fed up with Kacie. Absolutely done. 5 strikes and she is out. So we see them pan back to the women's hotel. So back at the women's hotel, producers are asking her what happened, and she said, "He deserves someone better than me." We then see her sitting down with Patrick crying while simultaneously doing all this touching all over his face, and I already know it's about to be some bullshit. This girl is not attracted, and she's about to prove this man's insecurities to be true. Fuck her. Sorry, but that's how I felt watching this. Anyway, stay tuned for the next set of episodes. Please give this video a like, share with someone you know, and subscribe.